John and I used to enjoy each other's company, and we would chat and this, that, and the other. And he came into rehearsals one day, and we were just chatting, and he said, "God," he said, "I saw something amused me," he said, "last night." So I said, "What's that?" He said, "Well, I went down to the wine bar." I said, because he had this local bar where he used to live. He's just to have a couple of drinks. He said, and I'm standing there, he's quietly in the corner having a drink. He said, and there's a bloke. He said, at the bar. And he said, you know those flip-top bar things, where the people come in and out? I said, yeah. He said he was near there. He said, and what happened was, the barman came out and left the lid up. And this bloke went to lean, and it wasn't there. And he just recovered himself. He didn't fall. And he looked around, expecting people to have seen him, but nobody had. But he was pretending he meant to do it, said John. When John told me the scenario that he'd seen this guy nearly lose his balance in the wine bar, I just said to John, "Oh, I've got to fall through." Because John actually presented it to me as an idea that he wanted to put into the show, and he said, "What do you think?" And when he told me the story, I said, "Well, I think I've got to fall right the way through the bar." And that's when John said, "Oh, no, the guy didn't do that." I said, No, I know he didn't do that." I said, "But if I do it, I will." So John said, "Oh, all right then, if you think that's better." So the next thing we know, John writes it into the script. And, I think we're on a winner here, Tree. All right? Play it nice and cool, son. Nice and cool, you know what I mean? What's quite interesting about that is that there's quite a lot of little elements, in order to bring off the surprise. There's quite a lot of interesting work. One of the things I remember, someone came up to me one day and said, "I want to ask you a question, Mr. Jason." I said, "Yes, certainly." He said, "You know that thing when you fell through the bar?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Was it an accident?" And I said, "What do you mean, was it an accident?" He said, "Did you mean to do it?" And that to me was, yes, I said, "Yes." And I went away and I thought, oh my God, if only you knew. The construction that went into that to make that work was very interesting. But people don't think it's work. They think, like that chap did, he think, oh, you just do it and it just happens. But no, it was like most of these things, like most things, there's a lot of thought and construction, and a lot of experience teaches you that, and you can only, I think, the best comedy comes from people who have experience.